Hey everyone, let's talk about traveling alone. The pros, the cons, and how the perspective changes as you get older. I know that doing things alone is scary already, so traveling alone is even more scary. But there are some advantages to traveling alone. One is that you are in control. You have all the decisions to make. You can make all the decisions. No compromises. You can do whatever you want. You can stay in bed long. You can get up early. You can stay out all night. You can go to that show that you wanted to watch. You can watch the street performer for hours or stare at that one picture in the museum. No one will disturb you. That is one of the biggest advantages I like about traveling alone. You are in control. Of course, that is also a disadvantage. You are in control. You have to make all the decisions. You have to decide where to go, what to do. You need to do stuff if you want to do stuff. And that can be a disadvantage. Advantage number 2 is meeting people. In my experience, when traveling alone, I meet more people than when I'm traveling with others. I don't know why, but when you're alone, you talk to more people, because if you don't talk to people, you're not talking to people, you're alone. The disadvantage here can be meeting people you don't really like or are not interested in or don't want to talk to, and then you can't get rid of them. Or it can also be that you don't meet people at all because there are no people where you are or not doing anything. For me, this turned into a disadvantage as I got older. When I was in my 20s, meeting people was never a problem. Everybody was the same age. They were all 20-somethings and traveling and interested in seeing the world and going out and doing stuff. But somehow in my mid-30s, I still met people who were in their early 20s. And they wanted to go partying, and I was more like, I'm done with that. I don't want to hang out all night in a club. Yeah, so as I got older, meeting people got harder because old people apparently don't travel alone. I don't know. The next thing I want to talk about is, I'm not sure if it's an advantage or a disadvantage, but it's where you stay. For me, traveling alone was always clear that I stay in hostels, I stay in dorm rooms, because there I meet people. I get to know things that are going on, then I always have fun stuff to do, and I'm never really alone when I'm traveling alone, but I don't have to do things with others. But now, as I got older, I don't really like to stay in hostels that much anymore. I don't like to share my rooms with people all the time anymore, especially when they're like 20 years younger than I am. Now I actually prefer to stay in places where I have my own room. I still don't really like hotels because they feel so impersonal and you never meet people there. But I do like this new trend of Airbnb, which I tried last month when I went to Vienna, and I stayed in somebody's home who rented out one of their rooms. So I had someone to talk to who was living there when I wanted to or when I saw them, but I didn't have to. And staying in someone else's home gave me the feeling of being home. So it was not so distanced like hotel rooms. It was more personal, and I really liked that. Another thing I cannot put in pro or con for traveling alone is going out. Like, I used to meet people all the time and go out with them, and I didn't really go out like I go out now when I was younger. But these days I like to travel alone by day, but in the evening I prefer to meet people and just go and have nice dinner and just chat about what I did all day. And that is much harder to achieve when you're traveling alone, because where do you meet the people you meet in the evening? Overall, I discovered that traveling alone when I was younger was the best thing I could do, because I was so open for things, and I always was somewhere where there was something going on and someone always wanted to do something. But now that I got older, I find it hard to meet people my age, people who want to do the same things that I do and who travel the same way I do. And so it's really much harder traveling alone now that I'm older. But it's still fun. Now I want to hear your side of this. Do you travel alone? Have you ever tried it? Do you want to? Do you like it? Do you not like it? What do you like about it? What's a pro for you? What's a con for you? Let's talk about traveling alone. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.